We are very proud and pleased that we have this active participation in the field. We have great capacity, and we are sought to provide advocacy with the regional bodies and national capitals. We are benefiting a lot from the IFAD country offices that we've set up 3 or 4 years ago. So all these are coming together to bring these ideas and actions into reality. We have strengthened capacity, but we have to do more to improve project design. This morning at breakfast, we realized how one project in one particular country was well designed 2 or 3 years ago. But when we see it in action today, we realized we could have done better and more had we twisted and turned around some of the activities that were proposed in this project design. So we need to regularly visit and revisit the design methodologies that we engage with. We need to increase and intensify implementation support. Our rural economic activities need to be given more attention. We need to be able to report and monitor change taking place in the rural landscape. Be different. What is business not as usual? The first is that we used to operate as a freestanding global agenda on providing general rural development inputs and looking for outputs. We are changing to the global environment complements the regional efforts. We reinforce the national agenda. Agricultural investments, that's what we are in for, as opposed to agricultural spending. We want to ensure that the investments that we make get results and get yields and dividends for poverty reduction, for growth, for environmental sustainability. We were in the short term. We designed projects for 3 to 5 years, 6 years. We have moved away from that agenda and going more into longer term, commodity value enhancement, non-traditional exports, agribusiness. We've got a wider range of stakeholders. Public-private partnership and investment opportunities need to be tapped into on a more and a bigger scale. We need to insist on the extensive collaboration opportunities with NGOs and CBOs for service delivery. We've done some, but nowhere near enough. The local agenda has to change. Now that we have established country offices in a number of countries, 1/3 of our country programs are supported by country offices. We need to get these country offices to work in partnerships with others. They are sometimes housed, or we are made welcome by another agency to be in their offices, and we hardly recognize the benefits that they bring to our programs in the letters and management response that we see from these countries when we write to governments. We need to be, appreciative of the collaborative efforts that we have in the field and build on that and recognize the strong support that we are getting from others, FAO, UNDP, WFP, the international research institutions. Recognize the contributions that they make and build on it so that we can do better. Urban and export market potentials. It's a dynamic environment, and I think we need to do more and understand this better so that we can deliver more adequately to their requirements. There are a number of high-value activities. We heard today how flowers are important here in Ethiopia, and it's the same in a number of other countries. We can build on these high-value activities to bring about, removing the tensions of the rural poor in the areas that they operate under. Outlook for IFAD's role and interest. Yes, we are a rural development financer. Yes, we are an international financial institution. We are a facilitator, but we need to go further. We need to be consistent, and we need to be more geared to provide international public goods. Countries look out for that, and they are calling on us to do more in that field. We need to link up on best practices of the international community and facilitate that transfer. to the rural space that we work with. We do bring in rigor, but we can be even more rigorous, and we need to be seen to be a neutral partner when there are tensions on the political landscape that we operate under. We have trust of our membership, and this is very important environment to be able to work under. When we have the capacity to bring in rigor, neutrality and trust, we can do a lot more and with far higher degree of confidence with the partnerships that we engage in. Given the agriculture transformation contributor, IFAD President has launched a major initiative worldwide for scaling up sustainable commercial and climate smart agriculture. To that effect, the East and Central Africa region was the first country to benefit from this grant. It will be grant financed, and we had a project approved 2 months ago for Mozambique. In the next 3 years in East and Southern Africa, we will have between $90 to $100 million on climate smart, climate resilient, sustainable commercial agriculture supported by this grant funded initiative, and a number of concept notes are already floating to bring to bear within the next coming years. This is an outlook that is positive and will bring more traction to the activities that we engage in. We have to pursue far more greater excellence in project design and implementation. We are good at it, but I think we can do more and better. We have transformed some of the processes that we have in Rome with quality enhancement as well as quality assurance systems to guarantee that we do better on this. We are flexible, sometimes too flexible, but it is a good thing to have the capacity to be flexible, to engage in innovative approaches, scale up and expand best practices. I'm about to conclude. Teams, increasing technical support and services, take up new technology to reduce pre- and post-harvest losses, reduce livestock diseases, improve processing, storage and marketing, improve soil fertility. Much more continued emphasis is needed for country-level engagement. It is there, but I think we need to see a lot more of that in action, focusing both on design as well as implementation, and with some particular attention to adaptation to climate change. Greater capacity building for in-country teams, our projects, our staff, our partners, our collaborators. Continued strategic use of grants. We've made good use of grants, but nowhere near enough. The amounts, the windows for grants are increasing, but currently we're a bit discouraged because the transaction cost of working through the grant programs prohibits us from doing more and better. But we need to keep that on the agenda because grants can be used to foster learning, to accelerate work planning, do better work plans, improve monitoring and evaluation, improve financial management and records and accounts. We need to do far better in the financial management and procurement activities. These are persistent areas of concern in a number of our portfolios, and I'm here very pleased that we have a representative from the Department of Finance of IFAD in Rome here present so that he can go through some of the areas of concern so that we do put this financial management, procurement and these associated areas to rest, and we make those that provide resources to us more comfortable that we are using our financial resources wisely and for results. In summary, you will see from this chart, and I'll try and show, we have been steadily growing from IFAD 7, which is the past 7 or 8 years. We have increased our program from $149 million a year. It went up to $217 million a year. It's going to go up to 211 plus 30. 30 is grant million.